Today we're down at Rutland Street in Newtown and we've been invited to meet Roxie Bennett, radio personality in Geelong. You may have heard her voice. We can meet her in person. Welcome.
Absolutely. Now, welcome to Plan.it Roxie. Why don't you come in and get to know me a bit better? I think for me, I was always going to be somebody who pushed to the front of the room and pushed to the front of the crowd, and so I suppose that's been probably a fairly obvious career choice when I went into radio. I spent 20 years in radio, predominantly doing the breakfast show on K-Rock for 8 years, which is where most people in Geelong would know me from. When it ended, it was the right time for me to move on. So I then spent 8 years in the not-for-profit sector. I worked for Coringal, a disability organisation, doing event management and business development, and that was a fantastic experience. It was great for the heart to be able to use the skills I had to improve the lives of other people. I had another stint back with the radio stations for a little while, and I just thought, I really would like to start my own business. Very fortunately, my partner is a wonderfully supportive man, and he sort of said, well, just do it. And so I did, and this is it. And I don't think you can do this stuff unless you have really supportive people behind you, or it's very hard to do it if you're doing it on your own. We're essentially an event management company. That's our main sort of stock and trade. But as well as that, we do really boutique marketing kind of stuff. A lot in the social media space, but also that marketing that's really around engagement and is very personal kind of marketing. When I first started the business, I was working out of home and had a really cool office set up there, but I knew that I needed to establish something that was a little bit more professional. And I like the feeling that people arrive and sort of feel like they're almost like they're in my home. It's just got a really cool atmosphere, and it's a great creative space. I was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was 35. My daughter at the time wasn't even one, or she'd just turned one actually, and my son had just turned 4. So it was pretty shocking. On the surface, I wouldn't acknowledge that I might have died. I just kind of went about business as per usual. I look at it now and I think, my God, what was I thinking? I should have just taken time off. But I think that's what actually got me through, to be honest. I think it was the fact that I wasn't acknowledging it really, and I looked at my kids and I thought, maybe I mightn't have been here to see this. My partner and I are about to put some amazing eggs, Buckleberry Farm free-range eggs, into supermarkets and up and down the eastern seaboard, which is super exciting, and we're really proud of our eggs, and they're beautiful, and we've got very happy chooks. And I never thought a few things once I'd left Colac and indeed the Otways, that A, I'd ever be on a farm again, or that B, I'd be looking at chooks again. But there you have it. It's funny how life is. To me, I think the highlights have really been the people I've worked with. I've worked with some incredible people, and people who have massive hearts and who are really dedicated and love what they do and are inspiring in the way that they do it. And I think they're the highlights. That's the thing that's important, and I guess that's the thing that I would like in the future for people to say she was very generous with her time and her support, and the way that I might help somebody else because of the people who've helped me over the journey. Yeah, it's been sometimes a tough journey, but gosh, you wouldn't be dead for quids.